squad? MizzyWorld Entertainment is back to present another episode of MadMizzy Sports. We are the hosts, Mad Mizzy, Ron Money in the building. What's the deal, bro?
What's happening?
Chillin'. Quancho Love will be jumping in later on. You dig what I'm saying? But we gonna hold it down until then. Till we jump into this. Well, before we jump into this rundown, y'all already know the routine. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that alert button, that like button, that share button, and get ready to comment on all the topics because we want to know what y'all thinking just as much as what we thinking. You dig? And we back with a Football Monday episode, playoff edition. You dig what I'm saying? And we started off with the first game that kicked off Wild Card Weekend. The Texans dominating the Chargers, scoring, I believe, what was that? 32. Well, no, not 32 straight points, but they went a lot of points unanswered before the Chargers responded. You dig what I'm saying? So what was your takeaway from that surprising win? Because I know a lot of people had the Chargers in this game.
Yeah, it definitely was a surprising win. I mean, my take, I definitely had the Chargers coming in and winning this game, but you know, I would say I give credit where credit is due. Completely dominant win from Houston. You know what I'm saying? Completely dominant. They just did what they had to do. Beat was the better team.
Mm-hmm.
Trout ain't look good in the first quarter, but he shrugged it off. Now he won two of his first two playoff games. So that's a
Right.
plus, man. So you just
Undefeated in the wild card round. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
right, undefeated in the wild card round. So it's just that's just we just gonna run off that momentum. You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to LA, because just get some talent around this kid, and no telling where this kid will go. You know what I'm saying? They gotta get the talent around this kid. 4 turnovers, typical first playoff game. So this is gonna happen. Welcome to the
Mm-hmm.
playoffs. But shout out to
Second
Houston.
playoff game.
It was the second one.
Yeah, remember he had that
Oh yeah,
28
that big comeback.
28 point lead against Trevor
Yeah,
Lawrence.
yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, so
Oh damn.
yeah, he not starting off good in his playoff
Yeah,
run, but I really can't put. I mean, yeah, you got to put a lot on him, but I mean they couldn't block a soul. You feel what I'm saying? As soon as they was hiking the ball, motherfucking defensive tackles in his face, and then Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter was just having a field day out there. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean,
Disley dropped the
I
easy pass right off his
yeah,
hands. You know what I'm saying?
right,
But damn, yeah, it was his second. Yeah, damn. Yeah,
yeah,
they just got wiped out. They got wiped
facts.
out, man. But like I said though, man, Jim Harbaugh gonna bring some talent around that kid. It ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna keep happening. I can see that team definitely on the rise. But
Mm-hmm.
Houston, shout out to Houston, man. Shout out to Houston, because I definitely ain't think they was gonna win this game. But CJ Stroud snapped out of that first quarter bedoozle or whatever it was, and he just started balling. And you like to, and then shout out to Joe Mixon, man. That you gotta give Joe Mixon some credit too, because
For sure.
because they start handing him the ball, we had like over 100 yards. So every time you get your running back just in a groove like that, it's gonna be hard to beat him. So shout out to
Right.
Houston.
Facts. And that's kind of what I took away from it was Texans was out there and they looked like that team from last year in the playoffs. You get what I'm saying? Came out there, executed well, tackled well, and was ready for what the playoffs was going to bring. And it looked like the Chargers, I mean, they started off good, you feel what I'm saying, but they couldn't punch the ball in the end zone, which was a problem with them throughout the year. And then it went downhill from there. Once the turnovers started compiling, I felt like the game just got away from 'em. I mean, listen, it's hard. It's going to be hard to win a game when your quarterback go out there and throw what, 4 interceptions, 3 interceptions. So that's a regular season game. So it's hard to win a playoff game when you get in that. You feel what I'm saying? So you got 6 points, you go out to a 6 point lead, but then they scored 23 straight points until y'all score again. So like I
Right.
said, that's a tough one. Like you said, they gonna learn from it. They got to put more weapons around Justin Herbert, a better offensive line. You feel what I'm saying? Get ready to definitely be more prepared to protect him because he was getting hit a lot out there. So I don't want to put all of that on him, but yeah, 4 interceptions. You're not gonna win too many playoff games with that many turnovers. You get what I'm saying? So you shoot yourself in the foot like that, you kind of take yourself out of the game like that. And what did we say leading up to these games? More often than not, we're gonna see teams beat themselves more than teams beat them. You get what I'm saying? And that's kind of what happened with the Chargers. You feel what I'm saying?
Especially not adding touchdowns when they was getting turnovers, because they had the turnovers. They just couldn't get in the end zone. 3 points off
Exactly.
turnovers. That ain't being nobody. You ain't not even low league. You ain't being no.
Exactly.
You got to get
Exactly.
in the end zone.
Damn sure ain't getting no wins in high level playoff football, NFL football. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out, like you said, shout out to the Texans, man. They look like they revving up to at least give us a good game come Saturday. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna build up to that. You dig what I'm saying? Let's get over to the second game, the nightcap that came on Saturday. The Ravens manhandled the Steelers in a beatdown, 28-14. What was your takeaway from this game?
I know I don't fuck with the West Side of Pennsylvania, but if it's any Steelers fans watching this game, I know y'all probably kicked y'all TV in because I'm watching this I'm watching this game. I'm like, how did they not come prepared for this team? You knew what they was doing from get go because you know they got a star receiver, so you basically can't do what they want to do
What
until
did
they
we
get.
say? What did we say leading up to this game?
You got to feed
They
that
ain't got no
ball.
Zay Flowers. They gonna get the ball to Isaiah Likely, Derrick Henry, and motherfucking Mark Andrews.
How do we know the game plan? And you play this man twice a year. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. You play this man twice a year. How
Mm-hmm.
do you not know the game plan? Obviously, he has a star receiver that's out. He got a star. He got a star running back.
Right.
He's going to use the star running back, and he's going to make himself into the offense.
Mm-hmm.
We got to stop 8, and then we got to stop 22. Let
Right.
him beat us with these receivers that don't nobody know. All right, he got tight ends. We do know that, and
Right.
this is exactly what happened. And then on the Steelers side, I think they quit on that 4th and inch. You gonna punt this ball away when they don't got no momentum? You
Yep.
gotta go for that, Tomlin.
You
You
gotta
can't.
try to take the momentum back because if
You
you get the
gotta.
ball back and they score again, which happened, it's game over. It's wrap. It's a wrap.
This game was over in the first half. That game was
Yep.
over in the first half.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What they was down 21-0?
21-0.
21-0 going into half, and then you going up, like you said, against a team that we see y'all can't stop them from running the ball. So how y'all plan on getting back into this game? Y'all have no explosion. And then my takeaway is that I'm glad to see the Ravens move on. They handle business, but that's exactly what it was. They handle business, and it shouldn't be that easy to handle business with the Steelers. You get what I'm saying? We've been talking about these cornerstone franchises over the past few years, the Niners, the Cowboys. The Steelers are up there. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? And they have been the team that's won the last Super Bowl out of all those teams, but they've also been the franchise that hasn't won a playoff game
Playoff
out of
game.
all those
Yeah.
franchises in the past decade plus. You get what I'm saying? So they got to get back to winning. You feel what I'm saying? And winning in the playoffs. And I don't know if that means moving on from Mike Tomlin. They haven't fired a coach in their entire existence. But he definitely has a hand in why they don't have a quarterback, and that's why they can't win. You get what I'm
Fact.
saying? At the end of the day, Russ ain't gonna be the solution because he older. I doubt that Justin Fields gonna be the solution. Y'all benched him for most of the year. You get what I'm
Fact.
saying? So y'all about to start the whole cycle over of trying to look for a quarterback, and y'all not gonna have a high draft pick
Fact.
because y'all was
'Cause
pretty
y'all won
good.
10 games.
So
Yeah, right. Because y'all won 10 games. Like,
exactly. So it's like y'all stuck in this cycle of mediocrity. You get what I'm saying? So for me, like you said, I don't rock with the Steelers. I don't rock. Listen, I don't give a fuck about no PA shit. PA a big ass state, bruh. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I mean? But they definitely got to get back because the NFL is better when they're competing for Super Bowls. You get what I'm saying? So
and
this that was a bad joint.
you got started TJ Watt. He didn't have one stat. He didn't have one stat. Like,
Nothing. Was he out
nothing.
there?
Was you even out there?
It was bad, man. It was
Horrible.
bad. You feel what I'm saying? And if it wasn't for George Pickens just making huge catches in the second half, it could have been
It
even
would have been
worse.
real ugly. Even though it was
Exactly.
ugly, but it would have got real ugly. Like that was ugly.
Facts.
That was ugly.
Facts.
Sorry,
Facts.
sorry, Steelers fans, but that was ugly.
What's your
That's not
opinion
Steelers,
though? All right. Do you think that the Steelers should move on from Mike Tomlin? Let's give our quick take on that.
man. I don't think so. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think so. Because the man
Mm-hmm.
never had a losing record. You don't want no person like that come out to walk out your organization. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's time to move on. I really do. I think it's
Right.
time to move on.
Facts. I get what you're saying, and it's like I agree. I'm not saying. Listen, he get fired today, he'll probably be the Cowboys coach by tomorrow, as long as he, you know what I'm saying, can get on proper terms with Jerry Jones, or he'll be a coach somewhere else in the NFL by tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying? But I do think it's probably getting to that point where it was like Andy Reid at his end of his term with the Eagles. You feel what I'm saying? Jim Harbaugh at the end of his term with the Niners. Bill Belichick at his end of his term with the Patriots. It's like it just ain't it no more. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, you don't have losing seasons, but that's kind of why y'all still in this mediocrity because y'all can't never have a top round pick where y'all, you get what I'm saying, where y'all can invest into that quarterback. So I
Facts.
don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I do think yeah, I'm gonna say yeah, they probably got to move on from him. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's see Mike Tomlin move on and turn another franchise around, but the Steelers got to press the reset button. You feel what I'm saying? That's as simple
Just
as it gets. You know what I'm saying?
just an organization that never fired the coach. You know what I'm saying? Chuck Noll had retired. Bill Cowher retired. You have
Yep.
time to like
Yep.
it's time. It's time. It's
Yeah, I
time.
think it's time. Yep. One coach in your entire history won't hurt you. You feel what I'm
Facts.
saying? Or
Right.
trade them, be open to a trade. I know the Bears were saying they was open to a trade, and I think that'll be a good fit for Tomlin. You feel what I'm saying? Bigger city.
Right.
I don't know. I think he could fit in Chicago, but I don't know what the Steelers will want back in return. But that'll save face on them not firing him.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Let's get over to that first game that kicked off Sunday's slate of wild card weekend games. We had the Bills blowing out the Broncos. What was your takeaway from this game?
And man, it was completely just one sided. You know, one team better than another team. You know? I mean, I like that scoring drive that they came out with, but with
The
that.
first one. First and only drive.
But what did that to say? Nothing. 31 answered points from Buffalo. It was like, oh, okay, y'all came out. All right, y'all did your little thing, but now sustained. But Buffalo, they should not ride their horse too high because they didn't really do nothing that was spectacular. You know, 5 trips in the red zone, only 1 touchdown. They're supposed
Yep.
to be this elite team, but they
Hmm.
got the job done. They moving on. You know what I'm saying? You know, the better team won. But that Broncos team, they all if anybody from Denver watch it, great season. Great
Yeah,
season.
man. Great season.
You
Great
know what
season.
I'm saying?
Definitely a nice foundation heading into the future. But I mean, listen, that West, you know what I'm saying? Listen, for you to be like, all right, our future look bright, you always got to know that you still looking up to Patrick Mahomes, though, for the next, you know what I'm saying, some odd years.
10 years, right, right,
So
right,
I don't
right,
know how bright of a future it is, but I mean, listen, it's brighter than what it was. We know that for sure. It's
right.
brighter than what it was, yeah, man.
Definitely a good year for the Broncos. I mean, they
Yep,
just ran to a better team. 31 answer, you can't beat that. I mean, they tried to fake punt, try and get some momentum back into the
yep,
game. Just
yep,
just came up short on the drive. And it's all good. It's all
yep.
good. They'll be back.
Yep. Year too soon, probably. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody predicted Bo Nix to take the Broncos to the playoffs. You get what I'm saying? Especially the first year in the AFC West. Like nobody predicted that. So tip my cap to them. They came out, they threw that first punch, they landed that first punch, and the Bills got up and kicked their ass. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I mean, you live and you learn. But I do think they kind of went in there maybe just a little too like intimidated. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like they went in there just giving the Bills a little bit too much credit because I felt like they played a little bit out of character, but it is what it is. The Bills went in there, they did their thing, and I was highly impressed with James Cook. He had an amazing year this year. I think he was 1,000 yard back, led the league in touchdowns this year. So shout out to James Cook and what he was able to do. But yeah, man, I was highly impressed by what the Bills was able to do defensively and how James Cook looked. But we know the clash of the Titans is coming up, so I mean that's the one we waiting for. 2 versus 3. The clash of the MVP candidates. You know what I'm saying? Quant's setting up right now, but let's head into the second game of the slate of the Sunday slate. That Bird gang advancing on in a handling of the Packers 22-10. What was your takeaway as one of the resident Eagles fans on MadMizzy Sports?
hey man, shout out to my Bird game. Shout out to the Bird game, baby. Bird game, stand up. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? 22-10, you know. I mean, I ain't like what I seen, but they moving on. You know what I'm saying? 4 turnovers. We knew the defense was gonna stand on 10. You know what I'm saying? made Jordan Love look like the average quarterback he is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shots fired. You
You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
ain't been on Jordan Love. You know what I'm
You know what
saying?
I'm
You
saying?
definitely been hard on
You know what
Love.
I'm saying? My man Hurts came back. He ain't look too crisp, but you give a quarterback 7 seconds, he's gonna hurt you, running the ball or throwing the ball. So, but to me, it was still like the Packers never got settled then. You know what I'm saying? It looked like they was missing something. Either it was the running game, the passing game. It just seemed like if they made one big play and they scored on this big play, they could have had to change they could have had a chance to swift momentums in this game because it was still a one score game, even when we was up 10. We ain't do
Hmm.
nothing spectacular after the first turnover within the first 5 seconds of the game off the special
Yeah.
teams. So if they had connected on this one big play, maybe it would have changed the game. But the defense stood on all 10 toes, and that's what we don't do. But shout out to my bird game. Jordan Love is average. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he missed his receiver, but shout out to
Yeah,
my
he was
Eagles.
missing a lot. You know what I mean? Listen, that fourth down was a critical fourth down. And for you not to get your puppies down with that much space is just unacceptable. And I saw that shit live. I said, yeah, he ain't get his feet down, bro. He is out of bounds. You feel what I'm saying? Like that shit
How
was
you not
clear
get
as day.
you
He did
not get
not get his feet
feet in
down. You know
bounds,
what I
bro?
mean?
How you not
So
get old feet in bounds, bro? You
I
don't know
mean,
where you at?
I don't know, bro. That shit seemed routine as hell. Like, come on, bro. That's a practice catch right there. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, y'all handled business. Y'all came out. Y'all came out like a fucking like y'all was shot out of a cannon. Looked very fresh with having that extra week of rest. You feel what I'm saying? And causing the turnover to start the game and the opening kickoff. You dig what I'm saying? The three turnovers from Jordan Love, that was amazing defensively. But and then you got the buck plus from Saquon. I mean, listen, the offense looking a little sputtery as far as the passing goes and all that. That happens.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Especially when you think about Jalen Hurts was out the past two
Mhm.
weeks, and it wasn't because of a physical injury like
Right.
a knee or a shoulder. I mean, my man Domus was a little rattled. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, he got to shake his cobwebs loose a little bit, get back in the game. You dig what I'm saying? But listen, man, y'all went out there, and the name of the game is to advance. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes,
Especially
it
when you're going
is.
up against a team like the Packers. The Packers aren't no slouches. This is a team that did go into Jerry World and punch the fucking Cowboys in the mouth. But just like I was telling a lot of fans leading up to that game, y'all not the Cowboys. The Cowboys is. You feel what I'm saying? Like as much as we talk trash, the Eagles has been a better franchise than the Cowboys and the Niners since we've been watching football. You feel what I'm saying? Not way better than my Niners, but better than my Niners, but way better than the Cowboys. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, y'all had to go in there. Y'all did what y'all was supposed to do. I was a little bit more shocked at the Packers' performance and how they didn't apply a little bit more pressure offensively. But welcome back,
Exactly.
Quantum. What was your takeaway from your Birds getting the initial playoff win in Wild Card Weekend?
What's going on, chat? What's going on, everybody? Y'all can hear me good?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, well, man, listen. I've been getting a lot of slack from my Facebook folks all day. You know what I mean? They couldn't wait for this day for the Eagles to smash Jordan Love in the Green Bay Packers. You know what I'm saying? It's, and I'm happy too. At the end of the day, it's not that I don't like the Eagles. I love the Eagles. It's just Jalen Hurts when it comes to like being that pocket passer and that person that can kill you out the pocket. He be running light on that. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
the defense
He
stood
didn't help
tall.
that case came Sunday. He didn't
the,
help that case.
the defense stood tall like I predicted. You know what I'm saying? They held it down. I know everybody out there. Y'all seen my little clip I put out there. Hopefully y'all like it, subscribe, just share. But yeah, I'm proud overall. I'm proud. I'm happy that the Eagles was able to you put hands on the Green Bay Packers. Although Hurts was suffering from recovering from a concussion and all that, he was able to. I mean, we didn't get AJ Brown involved in this game as much as I would like, but he still had Goddard popping. He had Devontae Smith popping. Uh, Saquon Barkley was doing his thing out the backfield. So we still look solid. Hurts ain't put up his best performance, but he still put up a performance nonetheless that that was able to guide us to the next round. But
Hmm.
man, I'm excited though. You know what I mean? We moved on. And quiet as kept, I'm happy as hell we don't got to see Tampa Bay next week. I don't care what none of y'all Eagles fans say. I was not trying to see Tampa Bay. I'm happy that the Commanders did our dirty work, got them right out the way, and now it's smooth selling at least to the NFC Championship game because I don't
We
feel like
gonna
the
speak on
Vikings.
them, but
Oh,
I don't know
we
if
ain't
they
talking on
ready
it.
for that monster that's waiting for them in Detroit, man. I'm gonna tell you
We
that.
ain't talking that game yet. We ain't do the Commanders.
Nah,
We
that's the
all right.
next John. That's the next John.
All right, let me keep it straight Eagles. But yeah, I'm just overall impressed with the performance, and I mean, especially off the defense side of things. And we move on. That's just the bottom line. We move on. So shout out to the
Great game.
Eagles.
Any
Yeah,
trepidation with y'all losing to Kobe Dean for the rest of the playoffs, though?
yes, absolutely. Because N'Kobe Dean, I don't know if he made the Pro Bowl or not, but he definitely was Pro Bowl worthy. He put up a Pro Bowl
Facts.
worthy performance
No, they
all
gave
year.
Zach Bond the Pro Bowl now, right?
Both of them guys was deserving of it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he's definitely gonna be missed, and hopefully whoever fill his role could be equally as competitive as N'Kobe Dean, because I do like young boy. Young boy, he fit our team. All our
He
draft
had a
picks fit
great
our team.
game. He had
Yeah,
a
I
great
like
game
all of them.
yesterday.
Yeah,
I like everybody the team been drafted in the past 3 4 seasons. So I like all them
Hmm.
dudes. I
Yeah,
ain't
with
gonna
them
lie.
taking all the criticism over just last year, honestly, they definitely bounced back with a strong year this year. I
Definitely, I
completely
agree. I
agree.
totally agree. Yep,
For real. What was
yeah,
it? But what about you, Ron? What you think on that losing to Kobe Dean?
it's a horrible loss, man. It's a bad
it
loss.
is.
Got a dude that's averaging at least 10 tackles a game. It
Hmm.
looked like he was good on the coverage of a linebacker too, because these linebackers, man, it dime of a dozen, man. You don't got no good linebackers. Your defense is suspect. So if you got
Hmm.
linebackers that know how to tackle and know how to cover, you're gonna
Hmm.
be good. But this is a hurt piece, man. Hopefully
Hmm.
the next two guys on the roster, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. and Owen Burks, who had forced the turnover on the special teams within the first 5 seconds of the game. They just gotta come in and just know they gaps.
X Niner Owen Burks.
Right.
I like his game. I like his game, and I
Right.
think he used to play for the Packers too.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
So
I like
hopefully,
his game.
hopefully he be ready to ball out, man. Just you never know in the NFL. It's your opportunity, man. So
Hey, listen, you know now, so I mean, at
yeah,
least you
right,
got that. It ain't no, all right, well, he might come
yeah,
back. And listen, you know it's on y'all, bro. Y'all got to
right.
get it done. He ain't gonna be back till next year. You feel what I'm saying?
And
So,
that's a whole year. Like he ain't gonna be back next year. So
right,
you got this opportunity to be. This
make a
is your
name for yourself.
make a name for yourself. And he basically did with that turnover in the beginning of the game, but he ain't a cover linebacker. But
Yeah,
hopefully,
that's what his problem is. He a
yeah,
hitter, but
yeah,
he get
he
lost in coverage.
lost in coverage. So hopefully he'll just steady some for him and come back next week and be ready to make a name for himself because boy, we gonna be in trouble, boy. And now this is a priority to definitely re-sign Zach Bond. If that wasn't on the the list, it got to be on the list now because you don't want Zach Bond to walk. You ain't gonna have no linebacker. You gonna be back to square one.
Yep, yeah. Which was the biggest weakness, which turned into a strength. So definitely don't want
Yep,
it to turn back into a weakness. You get what I'm
yep,
saying? So completely agree, yeah, man. But I mean, for me, I really wouldn't see it being an issue until y'all get to Detroit, because y'all know how they like to use those
facts,
running backs and those tight ends
yeah,
and all
facts,
that shit. You know what I
facts,
mean? So
facts.
listen, hopefully y'all can get it together up until before then. You feel what I'm saying?
I agree.
Let,
Me too.
Let's get over to the nightcap, though, man. What a game. This was the only good game throughout the wild card weekend. Every other game was an absolute shellacking from every team. You feel what I'm saying? But you had the Commanders pull it out against Tampa. What was y'all take away from that game? 23-20 in that
Yeah,
game. Yeah.
I mean, for me, it was a close one, but Tampa they kind of started off a little too jet lagged a little bit, but it was a good game overall. Like you said, it was the best game this wild card weekend. If anything, man, all the games was like drastically boring. You know what I mean? It was
One
just like you said,
sided.
it's one sided. All of them was one sided. So this was the best we had. Um, Honestly, I had the Bucks winning this game solely because one, what they did to us last year in the postseason, and two, I felt like with Mike Evans, ain't no way they losing to a to a Commanders team, but they did. Yeah, I mean, even though it came down to a little field goal that hit the goalpost, the fact is it went in, and that won them the game. So, people who try to put emphasis on the fact that the field goal hit the post, man, the shit went in, they won the game, and they move on to the next round. I know Tampa Bay fans ain't happy about it, but then again, I know DC fans is happy about it. So, great win for the great win for the Commanders. Bad loss for Tampa. Y'all suckers. See y'all next year. And the Commanders move on. They move on. And I'm gonna say this right here on the MadMizzy Sports Show. I don't think it's gonna happen, but if the Commanders end up winning the next round, and if we win the next round, that's gonna be the scariest game all season. Like you said, we ain't got no Kobe Dean now. When you play the Commanders, your linebacker game got to be A1.
Yeah, that
They got
zone
to be
read and
A1
shit.
because they they they
Kobe
they
D
they solid at
scrambles,
every.
all
They
that.
got running. They got a running back. They got tight ends. They got
Yeah, Zach
receivers. They
Ertz.
got
They
a
use
mobile
Zach Ertz a
quarterback.
lot.
They got a mobile quarterback. So that's not gonna be a game that I'm popping big shit on the Eagle side on. You know what I'm saying? That's a game that I want to proceed with caution. I mean, we're gonna talk about it more later on in the week, but
For sure.
great win for DC though. That's all I got to say. Great win for DC and Jaden Daniels, because young boy is special.
Mhm.
He's special.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Washington, man. Shout out to the Cummies or whatever they call them, whatever.
The
Fuck,
commies.
fuck
The
them.
commies.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. This clearly was the game that the first team make the stupid mistake, literally lost the game, and that's what happened. Tampa Bay clearly made the stupid mistake, and
Yep.
and Washington just took advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? They
Inside they own 20 at that.
just held them. They just stopped them 4 straight downs from getting into the end zone.
Mhm.
My man
Yeah.
just did a marvelous catch to reach back for the first down. And
Mhm.
the next play we come back, we turn the ball over and give them the ball, and they go in and score. So you basically can't stop that. Shout out to the kid. I didn't even think he was gonna win 12 games. He won 12 games and won a playoff
And a
game.
playoff game. Fuck you think he is? The GOAT?
So shout out to the kids. Shout out to Dan Quinn. Shout out to all them coaches, man. Cliff Kingsbury, all of them, man.
Hmm.
They deserve all the
Facts.
because who would ever thought this was going to be just like this? Nobody, not even Washington fans. If any Washington fans watching this, you ain't even think they was going to
Hell
go.
no.
Far. So just take it all in, man. Just take it all in because next week,
Yeah, it's gonna be a beatdown. That shit gonna
next
be a
week,
massacre.
I mean, it could go either way. I mean, they got a chance, but who knows? But just take it all in right now, Washington. Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
I,
Enjoy it.
I just don't see it, bro. Like, I mean, they got the win, and I'm proud of them. You feel what I'm saying? They look good. They laying a great foundation heading into the future. Like we was just saying, with a bunch of these young teams, the Texans, the Chargers, the Commanders just threw their name into that hat this year. You get what I'm saying? Like just last year, they was looking like one of the worst franchises. Now they looking like one of the most prime franchises. But I do see them getting punched in the mouth when they go up in Detroit next week. But it was a great game. You feel what I'm saying? I just felt like the Bucks did leave some plays out there. They look like the team that they was pressing. They look like the team that, like we was talking about leading up to it. We was talking about the how the rookie quarterbacks lose on the road in the playoffs. But that rookie center was what lost the Bucks that game. You get what I'm saying? That third and inches, bro. You can't snap the ball early, bro.
Right.
And
Right.
Baker,
That
like, what
was.
the fuck? You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
We
Like, you
all
can't
was.
do that, bro. And then the fumble, that was you on the time, and you snapped it late. So you can't have one play where you snap it late that result in a fumble in your own red zone. You get what I'm saying? And then the next play, y'all driving to take a more significant lead, and you mess up a critical third and inches. You get what I'm saying on snapping the ball early. So they left some plays out there. I do not see Detroit doing that, but listen, it was a great season, and I think the Commanders gonna make some plays. They're gonna go out there and look good, but I think the buck stops next week. Yeah, I mean, I think the buck stops next week.
But the one thing you gotta acknowledge is the mobile quarterback, man. I feel like Jaden Daniels already understand the situation. I feel like the last time he played us, he realized like, all right, I see what the defense giving me, and sometimes I might gotta beat this team with my feet. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
for sure, for sure. But that
And the
Detroit
Eagles
team,
got
I think
the
they gonna lay that wood on kid, bro. If he try
listen.
to
We got the
run,
number one
bro.
defense in the league. We got the number one defense in the league, bro.
Oh
And
yeah,
he was
yeah,
able
for
to
sure.
do
And
that.
if
He was able
y'all
to
is
dance
him,
on
I
us.
mean,
He was able to dance on us. I'm telling you, don't
only
be surprised if he
only
go out there with his
because
Michael Jackson shoes on.
only
he
because
said
he
with his
took my
Michael
man out
Jackson
the
shoes
game.
on.
Only because they kicked my man out the game, bro. That's the only reason why they won that game, bro. We ain't
bro.
giving up.
I don't know,
We ain't
bro. I
giving up
don't know
any.
what the reasons is, but I just know he know how to dance. He know how to dance with that football. He know how to
Game,
dance with that
bro.
football.
But they won that game because CJ got kicked out the game, bro. He in that game is a whole different story.
No, I
I
mean the
can.
kid is definitely special. You feel what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I
no,
just
he
feel like
definitely
they.
special.
I mean, I think they gonna run into a buzzsaw next week. You know what I'm saying? A
I hope
buzzsaw
so.
that's
I
legal.
hope
Yeah,
so. I
man.
hope so.
So
Cause I ain't trying to see him. I ain't trying to see
I
him
want
in
my
no.
lick back. I want them. I want my lick back.
you want them? Well,
I
hey,
want them.
listen. If I was the Birds, I want them over. I want them coming to Philly over going up to Detroit. I know that.
I want them too. I want them too.
That's that. I
That's
listen.
the main reason right there. That's the
I ain't
main reason
knocking.
right
I ain't
there.
saying nothing about the NFC. That AFC is where the gauntlet at for
We need
real.
that. We need that home field advantage. You absolutely right about that.
Yeah, man. Let's get into some quick news before we break down the Monday night football game and give our prediction. As Quants predicted, Mike Vrabel is officially the new head coach of the New England Patriots. What's our reaction?
That was gonna happen. Soon as he got freed up from Tennessee, that was gonna happen. They just made it happen. So I don't got good job for New England, right? That's the guy they wanted. Now they got the guy that they wanted to establish the old Patriots way. You know what I mean? They want somebody to revamp the Patriots way, and they got their guy. Shout out to Robert Kraft. I know he happy.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got to say about that.
Nice. This is really nice.
What'd you say?
Hopefully he get the same treatment. What you call it?
Gerard
Gerard
Mayo.
Mayo?
Yeah, hopefully he get the same treatment Gerard Mayo has. If he go 4-12, will he get fired his first year? He gonna say, oh no, it wasn't a loaded roster. Well, you didn't give this man time to have a loaded roster. And if the pick was the thing, you should have just said that. Maybe he would
Right.
have lost his last two games or the last three out of the four, whatever the fuck it was. But you gonna
No,
get
right.
my man lost his job for winning? Ain't this what we supposed to do in the NFL? Win
Right.
in the NFL?
Right.
So Mike Vrabel, I mean, I know his head coaching record is over 12 games plus because what he did in Tennessee, but what did he really do? What did he really do in Tennessee?
Roll Derrick Henry?
Ruined Derrick Henry, gave away AJ Brown at the time. What did he
Yeah.
do? Nothing. So
Yeah, he had
hopefully he
some
get the
questionable
same treatment
decisions
Jerron
too.
Mayo get. Hopefully, yeah, you made your bed, you sleep in it, bro.
Right. And the thing was, I don't think he drafted Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying? He just got hired when Derrick Henry was already there. But he might have, I don't know. I could be wrong on that one. If that goes under his belt, then that's a good decision for them to bring him. Well, I mean, listen, it's gotta be for me, I mean, as long as they happy, it's cool. But it begs the question to me, why didn't they just hire him last year? It's not like he was coaching last year.
I'm
Why
saying,
Oh,
didn't they
Rabel.
just
Oh,
hire him from Gun Buzz? Why did y'all even play the games with Gerard Mayo? You
I'm
get what I'm
saying,
saying?
oh,
Like,
Rabel didn't
we
coach
didn't
last year.
know. I
I thought.
mean,
no,
what'd you say?
no.
Yeah, then you
His
right.
last coaching job was 2023.
Oh, then you right
Yeah.
then. Why didn't y'all go for him last year? You
That's what I'm
right.
saying. You
So
fleeced my man. You really fleeced him.
yeah, exactly. Like he was the scapegoat for them having another bad year or something. Like
Yeah,
I just don't get it. You feel what I'm saying? I
horrible.
mean, and then y'all bring him in, and now, like, you can't even judge Gerard Mayo on the same curve because he coming in. He didn't draft Drake May, but we all think Drake May might be the quarterback. You get what I'm saying? So he's coming in. You got your quarterback. They gonna have an open motherfucking book as far as like spending money goes. I think what y'all got. Well, not y'all, but the area you live in,
Yeah,
Quans, the Boston area. They
yeah.
got what 100+ million in
Mm-hmm.
cap space going
Mm-hmm.
into next year. So
Hmm.
Gerard
Yeah, they
Mayo didn't
do.
have none of that. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
y'all giving this man a full slate to be
The full
successful,
rollout. The
basically.
full the full head coaching rollout. Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
But if
Yep.
you want to
Yep.
talk about somebody to pick the Belichick way or whatever the Patriot way, he was born in that same system. So he basically didn't get no fair trade.
that was my question. That was my question. I'm like, what type of Patriots way is he going to install that Gerard Mayo wasn't under the Gerard Mayo played for Bill Belichick too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He
Facts.
got a
Right.
Super Bowl. He
Facts.
got a Super Bowl ring under Bill Belichick. But I feel like I don't know. As a person that's forced to pay attention to the New England sports media, all the fans out here is excited, and all the upper management with the organization is excited.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's gonna bring much different. But I guess it was the integrity in which Gerard Mayo coached with this year. They were saying that he ain't had a locker room under control, and there was a lot of pettiness going on in the locker room. So now they got the guy that they wanted. Let's see if
They
if he
hoping
could
all
win.
that get cleaned up.
if he could win about 4 or 5 games next season. Because if he end up with 4 or 5, do he get, you know what I'm saying? Should he keep his job the following season? We're gonna
No,
see
he ain't
if
gonna
they
get
treat.
Robert Kraft gonna come out and say we gotta get this man some time. That's exactly what he's gonna say. He ain't gonna
Yeah.
low blow him like he did Gerard Mayo because it is. I know what it is. I know what
Hmm.
it is.
Yeah. And I mean,
Yeah.
you got to think like I think I just want to see where they gonna be able to spend that money now because I mean we know people wanted to come and play with Bill because they won. You feel what I'm saying? But I mean they ain't been winning lately, and New England ain't like a city where it's like all right, highly sought after city to go and play in. Like who the fuck want to go up there and play? You feel what I'm saying? So I mean we'll see. Like I mean they giving him the full rollout, but he got to execute it like Quan said, and we'll see how. Robert Kraft handles it if he doesn't,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying, if it doesn't pan out well. My question not even about next year,
Right.
Ryan. We're gonna be doing this for a while. So I mean
Yeah.
if we might be able to ask these motherfuckers sooner or later, but I wanna see how long he is gonna get. Cause is he gonna get 2 years to fail? Is he gonna get 3 years? Cause I don't
That's
see
what
them
I want
turning
to
it
see.
around by next
That's what I
year.
want to
They
see.
just ain't gonna have enough talent. You feel what I'm saying? So but
Hmm.
I mean, how long are they gonna give him? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
We'll
Right.
see.
That's still though like that's still corny. You
Oh,
gave
for
this
sure.
man 1 year.
And Gerard, and where's Gerard gonna get another job at? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's the other question. You know what I'm saying? They saying we hope he becomes a head coach in the future, but it's like I don't even hear nobody talking about bringing him back as a defensive coordinator or nothing like that. So,
But they
Right.
did say they think about bringing in Josh McDaniels to work with Drake May. So
woo,
Of course.
that's what they bringing in to address the offense. They
Another
think of.
person who was under Bill Belichick.
should have
Hmm.
did that with Gerard. I don't know. Maybe he was the one saying no to all that because he was taking all the like old Belichick sayings and all that shit down. So I don't know, man. Maybe it's some shit we just don't know about. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
No,
I
no,
mean, from the outside looking in, I'm keeping an eye on that shit. I
yeah,
mean,
me
we keep an
too.
eye on it.
Cause I don't want to be like I don't want it to be like he got his boy now. He think he could just let his boy do whatever he want. When he had
Right.
somebody in there that was the same type weight as his boy, and
Yeah, you
he
wait to
when
bring
he
your
one
man
year,
in to not have no expectations. Now that you got your
yeah,
guy in, there was no expectations.
yeah,
Get out
Right.
of here.
bro,
But I
like
Right.
want to see what he end up ultimately doing with Joe Milton because
He
teams
looked
could
good
use
that
Joe.
last game.
Teams could use Joe Milton the third. You know, Oakland could use him. The Giants could use him.
Yep. The
Jacksonville could
way the
use him.
mobile
It's a couple
quarterback
teams.
is popping right now too, and the
Yeah,
way Joe
Tennessee,
Milton looked.
Tennessee could
Listen, you can
use him.
use that if you're a
Tennessee could
smart
use him.
person as a bargaining chip. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, a lot of teams is probably looking at him right now.
And with everybody trying to get the next Mahomes, bro, you see every team is trying to like,
Hmm.
get a quarterback that can run and throw. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, he mobile, strong arm, and he played at two big colleges. He played at Tennessee and Michigan. So
Okay.
the kid been under some bright lights, you know what I mean? So
Right, he
we'll
right.
see. I definitely like that take. That was a fresh take right there.
Mhm.
Mike McCarthy out as Dallas head coach though, man. What's going on with Dallas and what's y'all take on this, man?
When this happened, this must have happened while I was at school. When this
Yeah,
happened?
you ain't know this, bro. Yeah,
No.
they ain't come to terms, bro. He officially out.
Yeah, well, I think Mike McCarthy. I think this got everything to do with Mike McCarthy. I think Mike McCarthy just was done with the games. He was
For
done being in
sure.
a position of like a child that can't please his parents. And I mean, you went to college, you got the job that they wanted you to have, and they still not happy with your life. You know what I mean? So
Right.
this one of those situations that he finally could let his hair down. Like, you know what, man? I gave Jerry a couple good years. People was
Hmm.
telling me how he was before I even got there. I thought, I
Right.
get there, win a
It'd
couple
be
games,
different.
it'll be different. But I realized the more things change, the more they stay the same. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Mike McCarthy for freeing himself of being buried with Jerry Jones and his nonsense of an organization. And hopefully Jerry Jones can replace him with somebody who he best see fit. But I told y'all at the beginning of the season, Deion Sanders was gonna be the next head coach of the
You
Cowboys. I
said that.
told y'all that. I told y'all that, and y'all gave me both slack. No, Quai, I don't think it's gonna be Dion. Why would Dion leave? I'm gonna tell you why Dion will leave. Dion is the only person who shared the same type of personality as Jerry Jones. Think about the type of person that Dion is. He's a boaster. He's a bragger. And he shared the same sentiment as Jerry Jones. And think about this. Deion Sanders is the type of guy that's always going to give credit to the man. Even like we can even make it about religion. He always talking about giving the honor to Christ and all this stuff. So my thing is, he gonna give honor to Jerry Jones and his glory, and he's gonna be happy with that as long as y'all give me what I gotta get, so I can be able to trade up and get my sons. Hey Jerry, if you promise me that you'll be willing to trade assets that I could be able to coach my son, I'll be the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, if that don't end up happening, it's gonna be because Jerry Jones wasn't able to come up off no assets so they could acquire his son. Because we all know Deion Sanders would have coached his son on a professional level. I ain't buying none of that standing Colorado nonsense. Just like just like I'm not buying none of that nonsense with Bill Belichick's remaining in Carolina. I feel like if Tom Brady could get him out that deal before it was like a deadline, like a date that he gotta commit to the job. But I feel like Tom Brady, like man, if I could get Belichick, I know
That
Jerry
man already
Jones.
out there recruiting and all that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We still seeing little stories about him meeting up with Brady. So I don't know. I don't put nothing past nobody until
People
the
gotta
season
sell.
start.
They
Yeah,
gotta they gotta they gotta sell content. Yeah, man.
yeah. So we gonna see. But I
That's
do
all.
think ultimately Dion end up. I think Dion end up in Dallas, coaching Dallas. I really do. He's from that area, not from the area. He lived in that. He lives in that area, and he loved the Cowboys. His mom loved the Cowboys. That's the reason he ended up with the Cowboys. I remember when he left the San Fran 49ers, and everybody was like, "Why are you going to the Cowboys?" He said, "My mama liked the Cowboys, and his mama still like the Cowboys." So I think he gonna end up coaching the Cowboys. I really do. So I'm not surprised about the Mike McCarthy departing from the Cowboys. I ain't surprised. I was surprised that I heard it, but I ain't surprised that it happened.
Yeah, this is definitely surprising, but this clearly falls all on Jerry, man. Like Jerry, okay,
Again.
yeah, again, and it's gonna keep on happening, and it's gonna keep on happening
Not
until
if
whoever
Dion get
gets
there, it
but
won't. Not if
huh?
Dion get there, it won't. Not if Dion get there, it won't.
I think so, but hey, okay,
Brian, Brian, Jerry Jones loves his ex players, bro. He loves them. He really do. It ain't nobody opinion, bro. Jerry Jones love his ex players, and it's going to be somebody. Only person that could fill that role is going to have to be somebody that came from the ilk of Jerry Jones, because he always going to be able to say, "That's my guy. I gave him what he needed to be successful in this league." He look at his ex players like they his stepchildren, bro. That's how he look at his ex players. That's why people like Michael Irvin is always with him. Why you always think Emmitt Smith is always with him? Troy Aikman still speak highly of Jerry Jones. Even Jimmy Johnson, even though they was going through that beef all them years, they both was able to reconcile because Jerry Jones was finally able to say, you know what? It was my fault for letting you go early. I shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? We was splitting hairs about who was the real reason of the success of the Cowboys in the 90s. But my point in saying that is Jerry Jones loved people that come from the Dallas Cowboys ilk, bro. He loves them. So you saying that it won't happen? I'm saying that it can happen. It just have to be the right person for Jerry. It got to be the
yeah,
right person. An ex-cowboy. It got to be an ex-cowboy or somebody that came from that coaching tree. Why you think? What was the coach? What was the coach they had there before? The backup Trey Aikman quarterback. What was his name? The back,
Garrett,
huh?
Jason Garrett.
Why you think Garrett was there for that long? It wasn't like Jason Garrett was the best coach. He was an
Because he was a yes
ex-cowboy.
man.
And
Yeah,
he
he
was
was,
an
and he was
ex-cowboy.
dating
And he
his
was an
daughter,
ex-cowboy.
and he was dating his
He was
daughter
a
though. He
yes
was
man.
dating his daughter. He literally,
That's my point, Ryan. He look at his ex-players like stepkids
I mean, he was
and
literally his,
his
you know what I'm
in-laws.
saying?
was
Yeah.
literally a
His
stepkid.
father, his son-in-law. You know what I'm saying? That's
Exactly.
literally his
And
son.
that's how he look at his ex-players. He really does, guys.
But
I don't
see,
know about
but see,
that.
that's why he's the problem. Just stop being who you is and just worry about what you need to do for the team and let the head coach coach the team. You don't need to be the head coach, GM, the owner. You don't need to be all none of that. You just need to be the owner. You don't need to be nothing but the owner. We know it's your team. We know you love your team. We know you love being around young players because it make you feel young. But you're not young, Jerry. You're not. You're 83 years old.
See, I don't like this argument. I never liked this argument because you can't tell a man what to do with his team. It's his team.
All right.
Like it's his team. Like
He's
how
the
you gonna
problem.
tell a man?
He's the
Like,
problem with his own team. He
oh,
is the
but if he
problem.
wants to be the problem, let him be the problem. It's his team. Just like if you wanted to be the problem in your
For
own house,
sure.
can't nobody come in your house and tell you how to run it.
That's
It's
For
just
different.
sure.
That's
But
that
I
different.
mean,
argument is just crazy.
that's
That's
like somebody
different.
that own a McDonald's, right? You own that McDonald's. Nobody can tell you what to do with it. But if you asking me my review about this McDonald's, I'm gonna tell you it's shitty.
Yeah, but you can't keep complaining
The
about the
Dallas is a
ownership
shitty
though.
ran organization. That don't mean
Yeah,
I'm
but you
taking
can't play.
anything
But
away
you can't
from him
complain.
being an owner. That's
No,
a
But
you
see,
shitty
but
can't
see,
franchise
the
complain
thing
about.
and
is,
they do a
You
lot of
can't
shit that
complain about the
nobody does.
management. You can't complain about
I'm
the.
not complaining about the owner. I'm
No,
complaining
you
about the
complaining about
GM.
management. You complaining about management to the owner, who is the manager.
The
It's a no.
problem,
It's the argument. The argument don't hold no weight. I'm complaining to the manager about the owner, who is the manager.
bro. He's the problem.
Yeah,
He's the
yeah, you can
problem.
say that, but asking for him to do something about it is that's just you wasting your breath. The best thing we could do
No,
is
I'm
try
not.
to analyze it,
No,
huh?
I'm not. Keep feeding whoever feeding Jerry Jones. Keep feeding him. I need him alive for the next 30 years. Keep doing whatever y'all doing. He's the man. He's the man. Keep going, Jerry. Keep drinking that water. I love it. I love it
But
because you
if he
about to drink.
wanted to drive but if he wanted to drive the organization down, that's on him to do because it's his organization. So complaining about that is like, I
I'm
don't know.
not.
Bro,
I'm
I don't think nobody complaining. Ain't none of us
not.
Cowboys fans, bro.
I'm
This is
not.
just our take. You know what
I'm
I mean?
not.
Like,
I'm
Yeah,
you
not.
know
but
what I mean?
the
Like,
take
Whoever,
consists of,
whether they
but
win or lose, they feed a
who
lot of families because people just love
love the
to.
Cowboys?
Yeah, like
but the
that. I
whole
mean, it
take
ain't.
of, but the
You know
whole
what I mean?
take
It
of
ain't
him being a
nothing
bad,
other than that, bro. I'm gonna sleep
but the
great
whole take of
tonight.
him being a bad management, but the whole
I
take
mean,
of
he's
him being a
definitely a
bad
bad
manager.
manager. That's been proven. You got rid of the person that won you Super Bowls, and you haven't won Super Bowls since.
Both
The name
sense.
of the game is to win Super Bowls. If the name of the game was to drop platinum records, he ain't been dropping no fucking platinum records lately, bro. So your popularity and all that, that don't matter, bro. You feel what I'm
Yeah, it
saying? That's
don't
all
matter,
we
but it's
saying. You feel what I'm
yeah, it don't
saying?
matter,
Like,
but no
so
matter if they
for the
play them
people that's
records
a
or not.
fan of the Cowboys, we
But
can
don't
always
matter if
just
they
throw
play
that
them
in their
records.
face, like,
It
bro,
don't matter if it's
to
platinum records or
us,
not. He
it
still got
doesn't
the
feel like your organization even prioritizes winning. You
bro.
get what I'm
No
saying?
matter if it's platinum records or not, it's still on him to do. That's like P Diddy with Bad Boys, right? You can complain about P Diddy or
Yeah, for
Birdman.
sure.
You can
And that
complain
man
about
in jail right
Birdman.
now
You
with
complain.
no
You can.
artists
But you
on
could
Bad
complain
Boy.
about Birdman. You
So
could complain, but you
that's
could
some
complain
crazy
about
knowledge.
Birdman being a bad artist. But Birdman could keep dropping music as long as he the owner of Cash Money Records. It don't matter how whack we think the songs is. He could keep doing it because he owned Cash Money.
I
So
mean, that's being particular to a play style. We're talking about the actual success. At the end of the day,
it's
we
still the
still
same
talk about Cash
success.
Money because he has
Of the
the
90s,
biggest artist in his game still under
bro, he's,
him, and
bro,
Drake.
But what
Drake
I'm
is
saying,
still
he
Cash
could keep,
Money. So,
but he can still drop records himself, is what I'm saying. Birdman can still drop records,
when
no matter if we
the last
like him or
time
not.
Birdman dropped a record?
But he still could though, because he owns the record label. He
Nah,
still
that's more
could.
like saying Jerry Jones can get out there and get on the field just because he owned the team. That's what you're
Man,
saying.
no, it's not. He's the manager of the Cowboys.
Yeah, just like Birdman owns Cash Money.
That's my
So he can
point.
still
So
go
no
out there
matter if
and
we like it
scour
or not,
talent, but
he
I don't
still
think
can
he's
do
dropping
it.
records, bro.
But he
I think we
still
getting a
can
little bit
do
off
it.
subject though. I think we getting a little bit off subject.
It's not
For
all
me, that to
subject.
me
That's the
that
point
was
I'm
just a
making.
fumble again. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to hurt Quan's feelings by coming at Jerry Jones again. But the
Y'all
bull,
keep
he
making the
keep getting
same
in his own
argument.
way. You feel what I'm saying?
bro.
Like
He's
Whoever
not
be
at
in
the
the
his
end of the
coach,
own
day, why
way.
would you
whoever be
stop
the
Mike
coach of the team,
McCarthy
gotta
last week?
answer to
For
Jerry,
one,
bro. I don't
for
want to
one, that's the
Because
answer.
man was the
he's
first
the
one he
manager.
recruited him.
That's
Why would you
why.
stop Mike
That's
McCarthy
why
from
it's the
interviewing
problem.
last
That's why
week
it's a
if you
problem. The
wasn't
It's
man
on side of
started.
the owner?
not a problem, yo. It's his team. It's not a problem.
That's a
It's
If he
clearly a
problem.
gonna
problem
he
because you
can
messed
hire
up Mike
people,
McCarthy's
he can hire
opportunity to
people
win
and
the
fire
job
them
last
every
week.
season if he wanted, bro. It's not a
Yeah, I
problem for
mean
him.
that's true because
It's not a
because you have
problem
money
though.
doesn't mean that I
Because you're
mean
a
you running your
billionaire.
business
It's
good.
not a problem, is what I'm saying. It's not a
The
problem.
billionaire.
I mean you're not a Cowboys fan, so we need to
But
ask
it's
the
not a
Cowboys fan
problem
is
because
this a
clearly he
problem or
can do
not.
it. He can fire and
I
hire
think
whoever he
I've
wants.
spoken to a lot of Cowboys fans that have been saying he's a problem. They
Me
think
too.
it like they
Me
And
think
I
his
bet
too.
they still
arrogance
root for the
goes into
Cowboys.
why
And
he
I
don't
bet
get a
they
lot of
still root for the
Of
calls in
Cowboys.
course,
close
they still gonna
games.
root for the
It's a lot
That's
of
Cowboys.
my
stuff that a lot of
point.
Cowboys
They're
think
not
But
about
they
him
going
getting
that
to the
nowhere.
shows,
point.
bro, and his
They getting to
arrogance.
the point where they know they ain't shit. So they like, yo, something gotta happen. They getting to
Bro,
that
they
point like,
not
bro,
going nowhere.
we can't
They
keep
still
living
gonna root for the Cowboys
in the past.
tomorrow.
We can't keep living 30 years ago. They still
Yes,
living
they
30
could as
years
long as he
ago.
keeps selling 30 years ago. Yes, they could. As long as he keeps still making content about how was they was the team of the 90s, people is going to still root for the Cowboys.
That's
He
the
been
problem.
doing this play. He been running this same play for how long now?
But see, that's the problem. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's the
It's
problem.
not a problem. The problem is the fan base. That's the problem.
Okay.
It's not Jerry, it's the fan base.
Okay.
If y'all keep showing up,
The
Okay.
if y'all
fan
keep
base ain't
showing
had
up,
nothing to do with him not getting a
if
contract
y'all
done with
keep
Dak
showing up,
Prescott
he's
or
gonna
him
keep
getting
giving y'all
the deal done with
mediocrity.
CD Lamb, bro. Come on now.
If the
Just keep
fans
doing what
keep
you're
showing
doing,
up,
Jerry.
Bro.
Keep doing what you're doing,
bro,
Jerry.
If the Cowboys fans keep showing up without trash bags on their head, if they keep showing up proud, we them boys, he's going to keep being mediocre. He's going to keep doing it because they don't expect much. The fan base is what I'm talking to. If our team was like that, if our team was ass for 30 straight years, you think niggas would still be at the link showing up
No,
happy?
that's all you hear from Cowboy fans. Is the next year is their year. That's all you keep
And
hearing.
they keep showing up, Ryan. They keep
Yeah,
showing up happy. So it's
yeah,
always going to be a next
but
year.
the real ones is fed up with Jerry. The real ones
Oh,
are fed up with Jerry.
oh my god.
Yeah,
All
that's the
right.
thing. I mean, at the end of the day, when they know nothing's gonna happen with the biggest issue. They all know what the biggest issue is. That's
Biggest
why
issue
Bill
is Jerry.
Parcells isn't there. You get what I'm saying? Like the stuff that gets into winning. I mean, like I don't want to take anything away from. Like I said, he done found some gems out there, but he also had some huge blunders. And this to me is another one. And I mean, you treat your head coach like this. You saying Prime? I don't see that. Like Prime just landed the number two high school quarterback coming out of high school this year, and he got another recruit in a transfer portal that they gonna be competing for the starting quarterback job. I think he would go back to Florida State before he go back to Dallas, in my opinion. Because why would you go to Dallas other than a
Not the
paycheck?
coach's son.
Unless
Or a paycheck.
unless it's for the paycheck.
And
I mean,
and
I
you live
think
in the
I think
area, and you
Prime
from
want to
the area,
compete.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, the
but you live in the
area. I
area
mean,
though. That's
listen,
why.
Texas in general, no state taxes, so yeah, that's always a positive. But I believe Florida
And he
doesn't have
live
any
in the
state
area.
taxes,
He still
so
live
that's
in
FSU.
Texas.
I'm
Right.
pretty sure he got some cribs in Florida, bro. I'm pretty sure he
Right.
got some cribs where
But
he's
he's
actually
no, but his
from in
domain
Florida.
is Texas though. But his domain is in
Oh, for sure,
Texas.
yeah, I know he's from. I think he got a
Fort
crib in
Worth.
Arlington or something like that,
I
but
think it's Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, something like
Yeah,
that.
Fort
But
Worth.
still, it's
But he's
like
still
I
in the
mean,
area. He still
I
lives
just
in
don't
the
see
area.
why. I don't see other than that you living there, which he's had a house there forever, like that swaying it. And then I just don't see him. I don't know, bro. I don't see Jerry conceding his power either. Like I don't think it's gonna be what you think it is, where it's kumbaya. I think it's gonna be more like Shaq and Kobe, bro. They get together and that shit gonna be a clash of the titans, bro. It's gonna be like
I don't think
maybe
so. He
it'll
gonna be
work for
selling.
a few, but they gonna be it's too big of personalities. You feel what I'm
I
saying? Too big
disagree,
of
man. They the same
personalities in the same
personality.
building,
They
in
the
my
same
opinion. That's
person.
why
They
he
the
always
same
go for
person.
lower personalities. Look at Mike
Right.
McCarthy. He's quiet. You don't
Right.
ever see Mike McCarthy getting loud on the sideline or saying anything witty in no press conference or nothing like that. The person you named before that, Jason Garrett. Who was before Jason Garrett? I think that was Bill Parcells. And
Yeah.
Bill Parcells, that he tried to hey, what Bill Parcells said? If you want me to cook dinner, I gotta go out there and buy the groceries, my guy.
But Parcells was already a winner though, coming from the Giants. He was already a winner. We
So
talking
was
about
Yeah,
dude,
and Jerry still tried to
so
put
Mike
the
was
Mc,
Mike
handcuff on
McCarthy.
him.
Mike
man, Mike
McCarthy got a couple
McCarthy.
of Super Bowls.
He inherited a team. He wasn't known for building a team. Parcells was known for building teams. So his expertise was in building a team.
I mean, and he still didn't allow him to do
Mike
that though.
McCarthy inherited Green Bay.
He
They
was
already
building
had
GM
Brett
while
Favre.
Bill Parcells was there. That was the major issue. He was still
What?
the head of player personnel. So I mean, I think he's gonna go out there and he's gonna get a lesser name, a person that I mean is probably what I'm saying, somebody we respect and know in the game, but I don't think it's gonna be a high personality person. I just don't see that, man.
I feel like Prime gonna be in there before we know it. He gonna be in there.
Quant said it first, y'all.
Watch this
They
here
they
first.
too they the same personality. They got the same personality.
I think that can be more of an issue more than solution sometimes.
Anybody take that job, they got to listen to Jerry. And
And
what's
then
gonna
hearing Troy Aikman sound like the shit is not a sought after job no more. And that's Troy Aikman, one of the biggest like advocates for the Dallas Cowboys, bro. Like nobody is liking the way everything is going right now. You paid Dak late, you paid CD late, you just stopped Mike McCarthy from getting a interview just to not pay him, just to
just
not
not
sign
him?
him.
We
Weird.
gonna see,
Like it
man.
seemed like he going delusional, to be honest, bro. It's like, dog, you might need to go have a
I
checkup
mean,
or
damn
something,
near
bro.
90, he might
Because
be delusional.
a lot of this shit wasn't happening
Yeah.
just a few years ago, bro. Like now
Yeah.
it's getting like,
Yeah.
He
bro, do you know
90.
the
He
game
he
times
might
and all
be.
this shit, bro?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, when you're a billionaire, you can't question shit like that. You'll lose your job.
For real.
You
Especially
know what I
fucking with
mean?
him. He quick to replace you.
Facts.
But he
Damn,
could
Jerry.
do it though.
Damn,
What you
Jerry.
say, bro?
We just telling you what it is. Why I'm losing my
Get him
job?
out of here.
Why I'm losing my job? Like, damn. That's sad. That's real
Facts.
sad.
Facts. More news though. Deshaun Watson re-injured his Achilles. Man, is Deshaun Watson done?
Done. He done.
How the fuck he went to the wrong ball, bro.
He says you went to the wrong bull.
He ain't done, but that check still gonna be coming. That's guaranteed.
Facts.
Yeah, so
He said,
right.
"Hey, listen, I'm good, man. I
I'm
might be
good,
done as
man.
far as my career, but financially, I'm
I'm
straight.
Yeah,
good.
he ain't done. He ain't done financially.
I'm
Yeah,
straight,
man,
but
I'm good. You feel
damn,
me?
how the hell that
Imagine
happened?
how that motherfucking owner for the Browns felt when he got that call. Like, yo, he just tore that shit again, bro. What are you talking about? Deshaun, man.
Tell him to pull up right now.
Yeah, that he done. He done, man. So
I know he lost
you
a
gotta think
couple of
about
Yeah.
games
that's you popped your Achilles twice
twice
in
within 2 months,
yeah, like
3 months. What was it? 3 months?
3 months, I believe.
That's crazy.
That's a
That's
terrible
crazy.
sign, man, for your
Bad
health,
job.
for your
That's a
future.
bad job.
Yeah, man.
That's a bad job.
Put a bow on. I mean, listen, we might not be talking about Deshaun Watson on a football field for 2 years. Yeah, man. So, or at least a year and a
Yeah.
half. Yeah, man. So, good
I feel like
luck.
his next team, wherever he end up next, he gonna end up becoming the coordinator for that team. He gonna end up becoming the coordinator.
Facts, right, right. Like on some Byron Leftwich shit. Like, damn, wasn't he
Yeah.
just playing? Oh, damn, now you got a headset on. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
gonna be paid from
That's kind
Cleveland.
of how Gerard Mayo was for me. That's how Gerard Mayo was for me. Like one
Facts.
season he was coaching. I mean, one season he was playing. The next season he got a headset
You're
on.
just right. He a
I,
linebackers coach now.
I thought he was that should be happening
That's how it be
fast.
though.
That be
That's really
happening
how it be
fast.
though. You feel it? I mean, that's literally how it was with Kellen Moore. You feel what I'm saying? That shit might have
Yeah,
happened
him
in
too.
season. They said, matter of fact, bro, you smart as shit. You want to be an offensive coordinator, bro? You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Let's get over to the Monday night game though. We got the Vikings at the Rams. Vikings favored by 2.5 points in Los Angeles. Well, not in Los Angeles. Apologies. Still got the wildfires going on in California, in Arizona, but Rams are scheduled as the home team. Vikings favored by 2.5 points. What y'all expecting in this game?
I mean, I'm gonna say since the Rams beat them early in the season, I'm gonna go with the Rams again.
Yeah,
Because if the real Sam Darnold show up again, it's just the real Sam Darnold. You know what I'm saying? This is who he is. The real
yeah.
Sam journeyman Sam Darnold. So Sam Darnold, all eyes on you. If you show up, y'all might win. If you don't show up,
Y'all gonna
definitely
lose.
definitely going home.
That's
So
simple.
it's that
It's that
simple.
simple. Yeah, I'm telling Ryan. I'm going with the Rams as well. I just think that the team who should win is the Vikings, but the team that's going to win is the Rams. I just feel like the Rams got more reliable players. When I think of who's more inclined to fuck this game up for their team, is the answer is Sam Darnold. Matthew Stafford is known to be poised. He know what he's playing for. He
For
don't got
sure.
the eagerness. He don't got the eagerness like I can't mess this up. He already got a Super Bowl champ, so he gonna
Mhm.
go out there and play as as even kill as possible because he know
And
what it
he a
takes to get to.
gunslinger regardless. He always gonna come
Yeah,
back and sling that shit. You know what I mean? It
and
ain't
that's the thing.
his confidence never gonna waver.
And that's the thing. I think it's gonna be. I think both teams gonna come out slinging a rock. It's gonna be a high score. This might be the best game this weekend. Period. Though this game
It
right
might
here,
top last night.
it's going to definitely top as far as scoring. As far as scoring now, defense is another thing. But as far as scoring,
Yeah, I
I'm
think
thinking like
explosive plays is definitely going on top last night. Yeah, you think about the players they got: Justin Jefferson, Jordan
Addison,
Addison, Cooper
Puka
Cup, Puka
Nakua.
Puka
Nakua,
Nakua,
Kyron Williams. Yeah,
Hawkinson.
Aaron Jones. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I completely agree with that, bro. As long as they play up to it, you know what I mean? Because I
Yes,
mean, like y'all said, I completely agree with y'all. I mean, the one person that could mess this up and make this a lopsided game is Kirk Cousins. I mean, not Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold. Got
yeah,
the motherfuckers mixed up, you know what I mean? But Sam Darnold, you know what I mean?
for
So
sure.
that's where it all comes down to. The pressure's on him, and I know he's got to be feeling it because listen, last week was the biggest game of your life. You know what I mean? And you
right.
laid a stinker.
They the
Now
stinker.
this is the biggest game of your life.
Don't
Don't
lay,
come out there and lay another stinker. You
don't
feel
lay
what
a
I'm saying?
stink.
So Listen, I'm gonna go with the Vikes because I can't go with the Rams house, man. Fuck them, man. I ain't going with the Rams house. And
That's the
y'all
only
going with
thing.
yeah, and y'all both going with the Rams. So I do think this is a close matchup to the point where it shouldn't be a clean sweep. So I'm gonna be the one to go out on the limb and go with the Vikings on this one.
I
So
think either team lose to the Eagles next week, so I don't care who win. I think either
yeah, I agree
team
with
lose to
that
the
one.
Eagles next week.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Yeah. But we gonna have a lot of lead up to that. We'll be back tomorrow
Please.
breaking down Monday Night Football. Fans, let us know who y'all taking. Y'all want to put a leg in, man, or
Yeah, we can
y'all
do a
going
leg.
chilling?
No, we can do a
Playoff
leg.
leg, playoff parlay leg, yeah, man.
I'm going Jordan Addison for anytime touchdown.
Jordan Addison, anytime,
Yeah.
Teddy.
That's a good job. Okay, you going out the lism.
Okay.
I feel like Justin Jefferson gonna be on lockdown. So Addy gonna get off tonight. He
I
gonna get
like that.
off.
Addy been, yeah. I mean, I like that. I like
If you
that.
let Justin Jefferson get off, y'all lose. If Justin Jefferson go off, y'all lose. The Rams lose.
I like that. I like that.
All right, okay, player. I'm
Okay,
gonna go.
player.
I'm gonna go Aaron Jones over 80 rushing yards.
Whoa, 80 rushing yards. And we just discussed the gunslinging.
Now, Aaron Jones, I think he could get over 80. Rushing, I
80.
don't know though. They might use.
You
Nah,
want
I
me to
like it. I
change
like
it?
it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
You
I
like
No,
like
it?
no, Ryan, you said no, Ryan, you said it, Ryan. Ain't nobody changing it. You said it, bro. Let's just stick with it.
it.
Cause if
He
it
said. He
happens,
said.
no, cause if now we talk you out of it and he get it, now I feel
Right,
stupid.
right.
I'm
We just
just,
rocking with it. Rock with your
yeah, we
instincts.
rocking
Rock
with
with your
it.
natural instincts, yeah, man. That's how
Yeah.
we going. That's how we going. Me though, I'm gonna go with give me Puka for 8+ catches. 8+ catches for Puka Nakua
For
tonight. Yeah,
sure. I think the
yeah.
sleeper bet. I think the sleeper bet is take Puka Nakua for over in rushing yards. I think that's the sleeper. Now
Ooh, you
we
think
not
he might
adding
get a
that. We
couple
not
end
adding that.
arounds
We not
tonight?
adding that. Yeah, yeah. And I think one go for at least 20 yards. It's going to definitely be a couple of those tonight for sure.
Mm.
Okay, okay. Keep your eye out for that. Yeah, man. Y'all know
Yeah,
Quan
keep your
said
eyes
it.
out for that.
For the running total, the running tally and all that. But
Yeah.
that's our leg. We got Puka for 8+ catches. We got anytime touchdown for Jordan Addison, and we
Yes,
got
sir.
80+ rushing yards for Aaron Jones. You dig what I'm saying? MadMizzy Sports playoff parlay. Let's get this playoff started on the right foot, fellas. Enjoy the
Please.
game tonight, gang. Y'all know what it is, man. Mizzy Sports, Mizzy World Entertainment. Ryan Money, appreciate your time. Quan Show Love, appreciate your time. Fans, we appreciate your time most of all. You dig what I'm saying? We'll be back tomorrow every day, 7 p.m., Monday through Friday. Enjoy the games. Have a good night.
We
Squad.
out.
Bird Gang still flying. I ain't